Everybody, my name is Enigma and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus. Last time we showed the absolute power of Void and the redemption from redemption of Apollyon, and we ended up getting a win. You see our win streak here is 2. I'd love to get back up to where we were previously, which might prove to be a challenge because today we're playing as Tainted Forgotten. Tainted Forgotten, of course, and okay, right off the bat, that's an insanely good item. But Tainted Forgotten, of course, cannot move on its own. The soul has to throw the body around like some sort of dead weight. And that can create for some pretty challenging gameplay. I'm gonna get rid of that Polty there. It's looking like a fantastic spot to place a bomb down. There was also that tinted rock. Gorgeous amount of money. Let's pop into the shop. If I get the money for it, I'll do it. I'll do it. I am a chaos denier. Heard it here. I think that chaos typically isn't that great. But if I can somehow manage to get the money, then I'll do it. I will take chaos and we will have ourselves a good old-fashioned chaos run. Although, without playing the sack room, it's looking like that's going to be kind of hard. At the very least, though, I would like to get one boss item. It's going to be Gemini. Positioning with this character is one of the most important things. Positioning in general is obviously very important, but especially when it comes to really getting the body where you want it to be. I'm going to try to bait Gemini. Do that, and we're going to get just a basic HP up. Nothing special. And I will play the sack room to try to get the money. Normally I wouldn't, but I'm feeling generous today, so why not? Just need one more. Not gonna get it. That is a shame. Just 1 cent off from having a chaos run. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. That's okay. Just no bombs. We will go to the downpours since I already opened that. I'd rather not waste a key. Let's just head on down. Gotta admit, I'm a little bit relieved that we didn't end up getting chaos. Again, I'm a chaos denier. I'm not a proud chaos denier. Maybe sometime in the future I will be proven wrong. But chaos, every time I see it, and every time I see people saying that it's good, it always ends up kind of messing them over. Kind of fucking them over a little bit. And, I don't know about all that. Of course, we are going to be able to get curse rooms for free because the body takes no damage. It's going to be particularly helpful. We're going to finally get a bomb after so long. Where were you last, Floor? Kind of a dicey room. We get a pretty fly though. Not as good as it is on any other character because orbitals affect the body. I'm gonna take the blind. That's an item in the game. Not a good one, especially not on this character, as fear is kind of the opposite of what we want. But, Mom's purse isn't bad. I'm just gonna take this soul heart, though. But, orbitals are going to orbit around the body. Even ones specifically meant for damage reduction, blocking shots, like, say, Psyfly, like, say, Botfly, or like the pretty flies, the Halo flies, and even like Cubes of Meat and Big Fan. It's gonna be a Wormwood fight. We saw Big Fan in that. Whoa. We saw Big Fan in that item room, and needless to say, I am not a big fan. Gonna go into phase 2 on Wormwood. Now, Wormwood is, I would say, a pretty dang annoying fight, especially on this character. That's gonna be kind of a theme, is that certain things, eye drops is good actually, and I'll head into the devil. So I was going to say certain things are just harder. But I don't think anything's gonna be hard now. Actually, I think we're all good. Let's head on down. But as I was saying, Tainted Forgotten does struggle with things that normal characters just don't have to struggle with. And one of those is, weirdly enough, damage consistency, I would say. And having flight in that room is so lovely. And we're gonna get... It's not even bad. It's not even bad. I can't even complain because truly, and that was some dumbass damage, truly E. coli is not even bad on a character like this. But it's just the way that things tend to change when you have this really awkward movement, this really awkward character. I would kind of like Spider Mod, but I'm not like begging for it. But you can see E. coli working here. E. coli is going to turn enemies that make contact with the body into poop tiles. Normally, this is a pretty mid effect, which can really only work against enemies that don't deal contact damage. So black flies, pooters, hosts that don't deal contact damage, and the little ulcer things, the ones that grow and kind of spit out shots that way. But actually with the body being immune to damage, anything that the body comes into contact with is just going to get affected by it. Hello again, Min Min. I fear, Min Min, that it's not going to be as fair of a fight for you this time around. I'm going to take care of Min Min. Going to get a health up. I'm going to just peep inside the devil. I mean, I can't say no to ceremonial robes. And we're gonna head on down. Tainted Forgotten is very interesting, just from a design standpoint. In the Anti-Birth mod, which a lot of Repentance is based on, there was a unfinished secret character known as Edith. This is pretty widely known, I would say. But what is maybe less widely known is that this is Edith. Tainted Forgotten is Edith in the final form. This is the perfected version of that. I'm gonna get sad bombs. Sad bombs are okay. Especially with knife. We get even more bombs to go along with it. But, Edmund, the creator of the game, stated that, in fact, Tainted Forgotten is Edith. And you can even see that in the visual design of the soul. You can see how Tainted Forgotten is Edith. They wear the cloak. And you can also see, by the way, just how much pain E. coli is saving us. It's actually quite nice to have. Not every enemy, but a good portion of enemies are just getting absolutely, like, nullified, just turned into poop. And that's going to be pretty... That's going to be pretty consistent throughout the run. We're going to see a lot of that. It's kind of a tricky situation. Now, this is one of the worst situations you can be in with Tainted Forgotten, is being separated from the body. And that's why I think these big rooms are so damning. I'm looking for the shop right now. And, yep. Here it is. It's gonna have nothing phenomenal. It's gonna be a good tarot card. It's really not, but we'll take some more deal chance, and I'll just move on. Although curiosity is gonna get the better of me. It's the cursed room. This could be great. This could be any number of good items. Heartbreak, or Guppy's Eye, or anything really. Could be some blue spiders, which, you know, it's not exactly what I would say what good, but might do a little bit of damage to the boss, which is going to be the Fallen. The Fallen is going to give us a free Devil Deal item in Jello. Jello I do quite like. And I can't really say the same for the rest of these. So we'll just move on. So let's just head on down. We are actually ahead of the clock to do Boss Rush. I have not done Boss Rush yet on this channel, but maybe. And I am aware that there is a coin back there. And I mean, wow. Just look at how cool the Forgotten looks. Looking like the Grim Reaper with the scythe, with the robes. I mean, this is pretty cool. And we are going to get Petrified Poop, which is going to complement really nicely with E. coli. Sticky nickel right there, which don't think I'm going to be able to unlodge. But, oh, I actually didn't think lead pencil would work with this, the way that the Forgotten works, but it certainly is going to work, and I am certainly not going to complain. Lead pencil is going to shoot out a volley of tears every so often. It's actually specifically every 15 shots. And this volley of tears is phenomenal. It's great. In my opinion, lead pencil is one of the best items that you can get out of those golden chests. And would love if Petrified Poop and E. coli could work together to maybe start giving me some soul hearts. That would be pretty good. And a room like this is just torture for Tainted Forgotten. Wouldn't mind a range upgrade if range upgrades didn't work so strangely on this character. And I know that there are mods to fix that, and I might partake in a little bit more than just cosmetic modding. Cute Baby might as well. Cute Baby have a bit of a redemption. And of course, Cute Baby is going to freeze enemies like that. And I've explained several times now why freezing enemies is really, really good, and why that cold effect is, I mean, it's gotta be the best tier effect that you can have. Looking for the shop here, or any other special room. Curse room, maybe. Or vaults, or anything. Not that I have super high hopes for them, but this is going to be the cursed room. Again, would love to start getting some soul hearts from that. Love to start getting some soul hearts in general. It's gonna be a rough cursed room. Flat file would be nice, but by and large, I just don't really have to worry about spikes all that much. Flat file's best use, and ooh, wow, a brown champion. Pretty rare. That, of course, no soul hearts. The only thing that we don't have in this run is health, of course. It's gonna be a great fight. It wasn't. I'm genuinely shocked. Gonna get some deal chance? Gonna get some deal chance? And wow. Quite a lot of money. Would love to potentially maybe take that to Hush. Maybe. Don't quote me though. Let's go fight this boss. I'd love to make it in time for boss rush. So have at me, Brownie. Now, Brownie is, of course, ridiculously easy. And I am, of course, ridiculously bad at this game. Booster deck for the Sun, Emperor, Stars. First Sun. Lord of the Pit is unnecessary, so let's just head on down. Finally able to see my health, and it's not looking great. You know, this is the second time, game, that you've offered me this, and I'm okay on Isaac's heart. Petrified Poop is finally going to pay out with a little bit of health. It is just half a soul heart, but half a soul heart is still half a soul heart. What a room. Still nothing super great. And I totally forgot that it places on the body. love to get a soul heart from this fire. Not gonna get it. Not surprised in the slightest. And here we go with these stupid dodges. Gonna get another soul heart. Petrified Poop finally paying out with exactly what I wanted to be paying out with. And I'm gonna make a smart prediction here. Would love to get to boss rush in time. Even if that means not going to the shop, it's probably just a greed fight anyway. The only shop item that I would particularly be craving, other than the obvious, is, ooh, that's pretty good. That does work on Devil Deals. I believe it works on Devil Deals at least. It might not. Ooh, wow. Power Throw is fantastic.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
Well, I have a little bit of time. Oof. Wow. Maybe? No. I'm just gonna go fight the boss. We're gonna miss out again on this shop, but I'm okay with that. No improved deal chance. It's gonna be Blue Mom. Wow. As always, rough mom fight. Gonna get it just in time. Gonna go up. Haven't gone up in a little bit. Let's check out what's in here. Spelunker's hat is good. Gonna pair throw it. I'll take Alkadama. Oh boy, have not done boss rush in a little bit, and now I'm hoping that this should be a breeze because we're just gonna get so many jellos out of this. Of course, more jellos is gonna mean more damage, even if it's kind of awkward. To kind of have everything flailing around like this. Even with Akaldama, man, everything is just kind of everywhere. It's a bit ridiculous. But maybe that's why we do this. That's why we play the game in the first place, because it is ridiculous. And this last turdling is just going to go down. Here's Gabriel, Carrion Queen. Down goes Gabriel. Here's Bloat. I hate that guy. And Little Horn, which, I mean, I almost feel bad for, to be completely honest. If I can catch him. I have no idea where he is right now. There he goes. And, I mean, this is a strong run, but, the only thing I could really say is movement speed would not have gone amiss. Let me get out of, you know, the thick of it. Stuck between 18 gurglings. Down goes the dark one. Up goes yet another Jello. Down goes Dingle in an instant. Honcho 2 is not going to be far behind at all. And, I'll definitely say overall this was not a smart decision, but... Whew! Wow. Gonna be a husk fight as well. All of the Jellos are also firing out their shots at different times. Because of just, you know, how they're being utilized. And where the hell is the stain? Gotta wait for the stain to pop up. There he is. And he's gonna melt. So are the Larrys. And for that matter, so is Chad. Kind of not really who I was hoping to see. Just gonna fling him upwards. I mean, truly just some sort of, like, cosmic entity with all of these things protruding from the skeleton. Would love for Frail to not exist anymore. Not too big on that guy. And all these blast assists as well. Down they go. All of this, by the way, for glitter bombs. Could be worse, I guess. But let's just head on down. Back to normal now. No more Jellos to rely on, but I am much more hopeful about potentially getting some HP from E. coli petrified poop combo again. Even though it really doesn't seem to like to happen, I know that it can happen. And that's really all that I'm looking for. Check in here. And wow. Double pin. Double whoa. Double champion pin at that. Okay. All this talk about Powerhouse Run and Mom's Knife, and look at me now. Half a heart. I'm gonna die. That's okay. After all this time, Had to happen. I just was not paying attention there. That was crazy. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. That is a disappointing ending. Very anticlimactic even. But, did Boss Rush. First time doing Boss Rush. Tainted Forgotten. Very, very fun characters. So leave a like if you liked it. Comment down below. I do my best to respond to those. I'll see you all next time. Bye.